Okay, so today I'm going to talk to you about whether you should check off the box that says, yes, I'm applying for financial aid. Does it matter? It does matter. Thanks for watching. You've been a great audience. Okay, let me. It's not such an easy question to answer, but let's go through it. So the question is, does indicating that you need financial aid, does that hurt your chances of getting into the college that you're looking to get into? And the answer is that there are a certain amount of colleges, limited amount, I'd say maybe 20 to 30 colleges. Supposedly there's more, but in my experience it's actually somewhere between 20 to 30 colleges that claim that they do not care whether you are applying for financial aid or not. That's called being need blind. However, many colleges recently who were formerly need blind, such as my alma mater at Wesleyan, have recently acknowledged that they are now need aware, which means that in Wesleyan's case, I remember the silly, glossy alumni magazine president's letter saying something like, okay, well, for 90% of the class, we're need blind, but for 10% of the class, we are going to consider whether that student needs financial aid as one of the factors that determines whether or not we're going to let them in. So factors include grades, standardized test scores, recommendations, all sorts of other stuff, and whether they need financial aid. So the question is, should you check that box if you're really dying to get into a college? And then the next question is, well, what happens if you do not check the box, and then you find out that you get in, and then you rush in your financial aid application? Well, my feeling is that you're better off being upfront and candid about that you need financial aid, because chances are that if you try to play this game, and you're not fooling anyone, by the way, every admissions officer understands that people are nervous about applying because it hurts their chances of getting in. They're not going to give you a full award. That's just logic. It's common sense, and it's my experience also. If you say you don't need money, and then ultimately you say, oh, by the way, I forgot. Sometimes it works. Sometimes you can make up an excuse. Yes, shamelessly, I will admit that I've done that for my clients. But you're better off understanding that when you apply for admission and for financial aid, what you're really doing is laying the groundwork for a relationship with that college, with not so much the admissions office, but the financial aid office. That's an ongoing relationship because you have to reapply for financial aid every year. So my advice is, if you do need financial aid, it's really, really important, meaning that if your kid gets in and there's no way to pay, you're still going to find a way to do it. That's not what I'm recommending. If you absolutely need financial aid, and you're not in a situation where you're going to figure it out no matter what, even if you get zero, then I think you should check the box. I think it's important enough. Does it hurt your chances of getting in? It might hurt a little bit. It really, it's, in my experience, my opinion, I should say, it hurts much less than what students and parents think. It's really not as much of a factor as parents think and students, but what you should really think, what you really should be concerned with are your grades, your standardized test scores, your recommendations, and all those other things. So I hope this answers that question. I know it's not a great answer, but my feeling is that if you need the money, ask for it. Thanks a lot for watching. You can there's more information available on my website, andylockwood.com. Thanks.